call it a red flag practice. And what happens is they don't know when it's coming. Most of them try and guess when it's going to fall. But usually in those 3 days before Thanksgiving, it will be one of those 3 days.
I was in 8th grade, which was my first year wrestling, and I came up for one of the later in the season practices, because when you keep going in middle school, they stop having practices down in the middle school. And guys up here I was like, man, that practice was so hard, and they're like, you don't even know. You know, you wait till you have a red flag next year.
But my freshman year, I remember everyone freaking out and how it's going to be really tough. And I remember Casey Quinn joking around, like, because he was a senior at the time, and he's an assistant coach right now, but he knew what was about to happen. And it's real tough.
Well, when we come from middle school, I first saw them, so at first middle school he said we can just sit out, so of course we did. And then so when freshman year came, and the first time we actually did it, I was thinking would it be that bad, and then within the first 10 minutes I knew it was pretty bad.
I go in the gym before practice, before anyone gets in there, and I actually I have a flag that I hang up in the gym so that I hang it from one of the hoops, and when they walk in they see the flag so they know what's coming. And it's kind of become this I don't know what the right word is for it, but it's a tradition that has been, you know, kind of established, that the older guys are constantly talking about it at the beginning of the season. Oh, there's a red flag practice coming. And all it is just an all-out, you know, we go as hard as we possibly can for 2 hours. And I just vary what we're doing. You know, 1 second we'll be conditioning, the next second we'll be going live, the next second we'll be drilling hard, the next second we're back to conditioning. And I just try and keep switching it up for them. And really the goal is just to show them that your body is capable of going through a lot more than you think it's capable of going through. Your mind is the only thing that's going to stop you from, you know, pushing past your limits, which is something that we preach from day one. You've got to be able to push past your limits or you're never going to get any better. You'll always stay the same.
Look, right here. Right here. I can't carry like 10 different water bottles.
I need one.
I know. There's some more water.
There's no run today? No run today, no. What? Okay.
Doing it. What's that flag?
Oh, it's dead. This red flag practice is a way of, you know, one, it benefits us physically because we're going to, you know, get better, in better shape as they go through it. But the benefit really comes with the mental aspect of it, that once it's all said and done, they realize that they can go, you know, they can go a lot harder than they thought they ever possibly could go. Obviously, it's no secret what today is, okay? Okay? Tuesday. Most of you have been through this before. For those of you that haven't, you probably heard stories about this one. Alright? I will say that after all the complaining about how easy it was last year, I did revamp the red flag day practice. So I hope you guys are prepared. Alright?
Wyatt, he said over the years he's been semi-joking with Coach, saying how easy they are just to mess with them. But Bumpus took it the wrong way and made them much harder.
It was, a couple of them were easy. We had one before Christmas last year and kind of left for a little bit, and one of our assistant coaches took over, and it got a little easy. So I like to mess with him, and then, obviously he comes back with one of the much harder ones that we've done.
Last year we had another assistant coach, and he took over at times, and it was still difficult. It was definitely a difficult practice, but at the end of the practice, you should feel like you're dying, and well, not actually dying, but pretty close, as close as you can without getting in trouble. Is basically what we have to do, just like the monkey rolls and the constant fast-paced drilling, the live, and we have pretty good attitude with it, because Bumpus doesn't have to say much to make us work. We just do it.
Like I said since day one, it's the guys that can shut those voices up, get those voices out of your head, and continue to push forward no matter how tired you are, how sore you are, how tough things get. Those are the guys that are going to put the names on the wall. Those are the guys that are going to win when push comes to shove. Okay? So I fully expect that today, and I know we're capable of it, I need you guys to focus, stay focused on the task at hand, and give everything that you have here. Alright? If you can do that, and continue to push when things get tough, we are going places. I keep saying it. It's a common theme. If you guys continue to put in the work, we are going somewhere. Alright? Has everyone got that? Let's do it. Well, I'll warm them up. Let's go. I got 5 minutes. So what's going on? Good. Let's go. Focus.
yourself and the other guy, and there's no time for you to think about when you can get a drink or start breathing.
Really, honestly, kind of like a blur, to be honest. This year, this is the toughest red flag I've ever done, and when people ask what do you do, it's honestly really hard to remember. Maybe just like the stuff we do is just, I just can't even remember what we did. I just remember it just being excruciating.
Happened was I just kind of get in a daze. I don't really remember what happens because, I mean, at the beginning of it, you start and you're just so exhausted the whole time. You're just kind of out of your head. I never really remembered what it was like or how bad it was.
went home, ate, and just took a shower and went to bed. Sore.
What I did, I remember just, I showered and then I just ate so much food. That's how I coped. I just ate food and put on my sweatpants and watched a movie.
Protein in me, and then I actually went rock climbing. I don't know, I was still just kind of dazed, and after that I definitely crashed, though. I was pretty beat, still am.
They really, at this point, they kind of embrace those tough practices. You know, we've tried to kind of build a culture around, you know, going as hard as you possibly can every single second that you're in there, and they take those workouts as their chance to get better, as their chance to improve. So I kept saying it to them, you know, throughout the practice. I kept asking them, you know, hard enough for you? And I kept getting, oh, this, you know, when does the hard stuff start, and when do we really get going? So, you know, it's one of those things that, as hard as it is, and as much as you think that the kids are going to hate it, I think they actually, they enjoy it, and they really, you know, take advantage of it. And like I said, they embrace it. They, you know, they take it for all.
Definitely helps with the mental toughness. You know, we do the thing like the Bumpus Run where we do 4.7 miles of sprints or something like that earlier in the year, and all of it's just, you know, how can you wrestle when you're exhausted and when you don't have any energy left to wrestle, because that's what it's going to be like when you're in your finals matches, and that's what it's going to take for you to win.
I think mentality is the most important thing in wrestling. I think strength is, if I had to do like an order, strength is the least important, technique, and then I'd say attitude and mentality, because that's the reason why Hollis Brookline, it does pretty well at wrestling, because we just battle, we just
I think I said to those guys at the end of practice, I really feel that after, this is my 6th year as head coach, this is the 6th year that we've done the red flag thing, and we usually pepper them in a couple times throughout the year, and this past one, for as difficult as we tried to make it, this was the best one I've seen so far. I mean, just, you know, to be honest with you, those kids came in with a purpose yesterday, and even the younger guys, you know, no one stopped, no one quit. You didn't see anyone give in. You know, they all just kept plugging away and pushing, and, you know, they worked as hard as they possibly could yesterday, I can guarantee you that. And we're getting there. There's a lot of things that need to happen here over the course of the next, you know, 2.5 months or so for us to get to where we really want to be, you know. We'll really see where we're at next week. You know, we were scrimmaging Londonderry on Tuesday, and then heading to St. Johnsbury on Saturday. So that'll be the true test to see where we're actually at right now.